Pine Crests. A really bad experience with some four-wheel drives yesterday. They just saw us. They didn't slow down at all. Just showered us with rocks and dust and just so inconsiderate. I was really annoyed for quite a while, so a little bit of paranoia about four-wheel drives coming the other way now. Well, tent's all packed up, bike's all packed again, and we are ready to go. I've been dragging the chain a little bit this morning. This is Cameron Corner. This is VFR 1200. We are go. Here's the dog fence. So this is the dog fence. The kangaroo tracks all the way along here. Oi, she's pretty soft. This will be interesting. I'm gonna have to wheel this one backwards. So that's somewhere between 8,000 and 5,000. I'll get the details put in the video. Big friggin' fence. Yeah, it's a bit soft up there. Yeah, they warned us. Everybody's warned us about the number of kangaroos in here because of the national park. They're apparently everywhere, so. Bike's just set up. I just wound a little bit out of the rear suspension, soften it up a bit, just make it a bit more tractable, because it was just spinning up too much. The back end wasn't giving in when I wound it on. It just boxed down a little bit. Now it's good. So we're on the road from Cameron Corner to Tibooburra. It's about 140 k's. Filled up this morning, or filled up. I've worked out I can get about 200 kilometres out of that 10 litre container that I've got on the back. So I put that 10 litres in here this morning. So it's about 240 k's from Nakundra to Cameron Corner. And interesting. Just corrugations. Hold on to it. So it's 140 from Cameron Corner. So I've got about 300k range. So we'll fill everything up again at Tibooburra. It's a bit like desert out here, doesn't it? is that for a lunar landscape, eh? Just unbelievable. There's a BMW back there somewhere. Yep, so this is nowhere, and we're right in the middle of it.
Let me tell you of an interview with an old man he knew. He's got a beak and feathers and things, but the poor old fella ain't got no wings. I'm too jealous of the wedge-tailed eagle, I'm about a little da-da-da, while the eagle's flying round and round to keep her 2 feet firmly on the ground. Now I can't fly, but I'm telling you, I can run the pants of a kangaroo, but I do. He can't fly, but I'm telling you, we can run the pants of a kangaroo.
Well, Tibooburra. So we made it back to Bitchman. Don't know what this stuff is, but yeah. So here's this boat I wanted to check out. This is the whaling boat. So when Stuart set out across to explore the desert, he brought a freaking boat with him because they were looking for the inland sea. And so, you know, inland sea, they're going to need a boat. So they dragged, that's not it, but it's a replica of the same size. They dragged this thing from, I think it's Adelaide they left from. They dragged this boat all the way up here, got out to the middle, realised there wasn't a sea, and they basically just dumped it here at Tibooburra. Englishmen. Englishmen, early explorers. Charles Stewart. 11 horses, 30 bullocks, 1 boat carriage, 1 horse dray, 1 spring cart, 3 drays, 200 sheep, 4 kangaroo dogs and 2 sheepdogs. 1844 to 1845, that's Stuart's expedition. Well, where's Tibooburra? I'll put in some pictures here of the things we saw in Tibooburra. But basically, you know, fairly sizable little town. Got phone reception again, so that's good. And yeah, we just had to stop and pump up the tyres. I've got an angle, right angle connector on my valve stem, and so I could easily pump them up, but the BMW doesn't have that, so he had to unpack everything to take his side cover off, to take a battery so he could get his pump out so he could pump the tyres up. So he's just putting it all back together now. Alright. So that's Tibooburra. It's surreal, isn't it? It's just like nothing and a strip of ribbon down the road. It's just surreal. It's just so amazing. What an experience. Okay, so it's a bit dark now, but this is White Cliff Underground Motel. Let's go and check it out. So this place is supposed to be pretty famous, but we're recommended to us by one of the locals. Okay. So this is the games room. As you can see already, we're starting to head underground. Then into the underground section. So number 10, just down here. Just gonna look what this room's like. Alright. Okay, excuse the mess. That's the room. No windows.